Tomorrow will be better. What mass will cause a spring of spring constant 600 Newton per meter to stretch by 7.5 cm? Follow me, dear friends. Solution. Permit me to remind you once more that here we're still talking about Hooke's law, according to which the force which will cause an extension in a spring is given by the spring constant of that spring multiplied by the extension in question. In this case, we have been given the extension, but be careful, it's in centimeters. And I always tell all students, be careful. The first thing is to watch out for the SI units of each quantity in the question. Here it's been given in centimeters. So I would say start by converting this to meters, which is nothing else but 7.5 divided by 100, all right, to take it from centimeters to meters. This is going to give you 0.075 meters. Okay, so we got the extension here, and we also have the spring constant here. So we just look for the force. This is going to be equal to 600 and times 0.075 meters. If you do this correctly, you will have that the force is going to be equal to 45 Newton. But I took off time to underline the word mass because there's some emphasis laid on it. This formula only gives us the force and not the mass. But how then do we get the mass, dear friends? Looking at this system here, and in the absence of any other external force, the only force here susceptible to create an extension in this spring is the mass of this object here. In other words, this force we just obtained here, this force which we just obtained here is actually the weight of this object, and the weight is given by the mass times the gravitational acceleration. And from here we can therefore say the mass will be given by the force divided by the gravitational acceleration, which for simplicity's sake we will take it as 10 meters per second square. All right, therefore that mass will be given by the force 45 Newton divided by the acceleration due to gravity 10, and this is nothing else but 4.5 kilograms. Why kilograms? Because every other quantity here has been used in your SI units. Therefore, the result should also be in the SI unit of mass, because tomorrow will certainly be better.